You all know what's going down in the world right now. You know the threat, and you know how to protect yourself when going outside to buy that sweet, sweet toilet paper. Today, I'll be convincing you that SARS-CoV-2 is a threat, that you need to use safe practices outside, and why you should only buy certain types of masks when you go to buy them. SARS-CoV-2 is a threat because it's killing more and more people as time goes on. It is efficient and it keeps getting a higher ratio of people killed from people infected. From my last speech almost a month ago, SARS-CoV-2 had a mortality rate of approximately 1 in 20. And now this percentage is 1 in 15, based on statistics from the World Health Organization. There are also protesters out that are not social distancing. They don't care about the lockdowns, they want them taken down, and they are going to the streets to protest. Look at these people. They're brandishing firearms in a protest. Just because of that, it's not safe to go out. Not to mention the dozens and dozens of people that are so close to each other that they're bound to get sick if one of them is sick. And as of now, there are no vaccines. The only protection you will get is from masks, and even that isn't 100% safe according to the FDA. I hope that y'all were paying attention to Madison's demonstration speech on washing your hands, because now I'm going to discuss safety practices, not unlike washing your hands, which you should do. You need to stay home and practice safety when you go outside. Staying home is the only 100% way to stay safe if no one in your household is already infected. When you leave your home, you need to practice these safe distances of 6 feet, or else droplets is how the virus is being spread. There are little particles inside the droplets of when people cough, and it gets on you. And if you're not staying 6 feet away, according to Dr. Harvey Feinberg, you will get these droplets on you and you will run the risk of getting infected. You need to wash your hands. This is so important. If you touch something that someone else has touched while they are infected, you run the risk of getting infected yourself. And the Red Cross recommends that you wash your hands to prevent anything like that from happening to you. You don't need to be wearing gloves in your own car, though. I've seen people on the street that are wearing those food distribution gloves, and they're in their own car. There's no reason to do that. You need to be smart, not overly protective. And you need to wear a mask. The Red Cross also recommends that people wear masks when they go outside. Cloth masks are the best for now, and I'll explain to you why in just a second. It's a good idea to focus on these masks because you need to make the right choice when you buy them and go outside to protect yourself. So there are a couple types of masks that I would like to talk about. First off, there are surgical masks. They go by other names. They are small and cloth and they go around your face and they're usually blue. And they're not a tight-fitting thing. They do not protect from anything. They are meant to protect patients from doctors when they are being treated. These will protect you from larger droplets, but nothing else. And if it gets on the side of your face, it's already game over. The CDC says that these do not protect against airborne particles, that they are only protecting against droplets. N95 masks are another form of protection, and they also protect from large droplets, and they protect from most airborne particles according to atriumhealth.org. But it should be saved for medical personnel since they're the ones in most need because they are dealing with patients that are infected with the coronavirus at this time. You might remember Dr. Vuong, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It was the man from the video that Mrs. Stead, or Professor Stead, showed us through Remind. And he says that transmission is via droplets, and that also the CDC states that some smaller airborne particles is possible over short distances, closer than 6 feet. While you're outside, you should probably wear a cloth mask. Like I said earlier, N95 masks need to be reserved for medical personnel because of the shortages that are going on right now, with people buying up masks and not leaving enough for doctors and nurses, because they deal with these patients that are infected with the coronavirus on a daily basis. And if they don't have it, then they run the risk of getting infected when all they're trying to do is do their job. The CDC says that these supplies need to be conserved, and they recommend that cloth masks are used during this time. By now, you should know exactly why and how you can stay safe outside. I covered the reasons why SARS-CoV-2 is a threat, why you need to protect yourself from it, and why you want to carry the right protection for you. You're the only one that can save yourself. You need to treat the current situation like you would while driving. You need to assume that everyone else isn't doing the right thing and that they don't know what they're doing.